What up, everybody? Yes, I am back. We got another draft going down. It is going to be starting pretty soon here. This is for the number 286 division, the lethal weapon division. That's not the division that's up on screen right now for those who might be watching live. Shout out to Scotty Boy. Shout out to Minnesota Marty coming through in the chat. And yeah, let's see what happened here. See what happens here, and see who shows up the quickest. And we only need one more here to join, I believe. I'll let everyone know if we're ready. Okay. And let's see who joins up. We need one more now. I'm just marking down let's marking down everybody in the league. We'll see everyone who's paid here. And yeah, if anybody who comes through on TikTok has any questions, leave some comments. Johnny in the house. What up, Johnny? Yes, these late night drafts are awesome. Hey, Ghost Monkey, what up, bro? Hey, we got one more spot, Ghost Monkey. I don't know if you got the time, but we got one more spot available. Going through and marking everybody down right now who is in. Yes, yes. And yo, there goes Cali Jam. Cali Jam in the house. What up, bro? The late night drafts, man, they're going to be a thing. They're going to be a thing. That's the way that we'll get closer to 420 is doing some of these late night drafts. This is going to be the third draft that we've done today. And anybody on TikTok coming in, leave some questions. The draft that is up right now is the draft that we just got done with a little bit ago. It's a super flex draft. It's a best ball draft, $10, and there's a $10,000 first place prize in this tournament. All right, gotta mark down everybody who paid real quick. All right. And Crispy said, "How about not putting you next to me this time, bro? Yeah, you better not be next to me this time." Hey, Ghost Monkey filled. He filled it. Let's go. Okay. So we're set to start in 20 minutes, but if everybody is down, we can start a little bit earlier. Miguel said, is pick 5 good in an 8-man? Yeah, every pick is good in an 8-man. You really just got to hit on your picks. And I would be, with pick 5, I'd probably be going running back, wide receiver, running back, more than likely. Okay, Ghost Monkey, let's get it. You East Coasters who are in this, you guys are savages. But we definitely have some. We definitely got some West Coasters in tonight. Brandon said James Cook, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, full PPR. Who you picking? Probably Justin Jefferson. Yeah, probably Justin Jefferson. Shout out to Miguel for the follow on TikTok. All right, I'm marking down all the payments here. And then we're going to get ready to start. Everybody who's watching right now, you guys are going to be able to see how we get down on this. So we're just going to move this to the platform where we get the order. And Brandon said 14-man league. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be going Justin Jefferson. I mean, I would be a little bit nervous. I would definitely be going like I'd be nervous about like not taking a running back with pick 2. That's what I mean by that. And Kakeem, are you worried about Luther Burden a complete fade? Nah, he's not a complete fade, but you're definitely not going to pay up for him at this point. Like, I mean, he's been drafted in these drafts that I do. It's a super flex. That's basically a 2 quarterback league. He usually goes in like the 5th or the 6th round. Okay, so what would that be? Maybe like 3rd or 4th round in like a like just a regular league. I got him in the 8th round today. I felt like I'll buy the dip, and like if he doesn't play the first couple games, whatever, but just getting him cheaper, like that's what you want. And Johnny said, I hope I'm right between you both, man. Let's see. Let's see. So pretty much the way that it's just the way that how everybody joins, just in order, whatever number you are in within the league. That's where you start in this, and then I shuffle 13 times is what happens. And Munoz got offered K. Williams. Got offered Price for K. Williams. I really don't like doing running back for running back, man. Like I really don't. Hey, Evan, what up, bro? With the nightly drop in, let's get it. Late night draft tonight, bro. We're starting to draft right now. Hey, Minnesota Marty made it back in. What up, my brother? Late night draft. Late night draft. All right, we shuffle 13 times. And then I put the yards traveled per rush between 2 and 10. And then I put the seconds between 3 and 8. And just because
I said, are
you ready? Here we go, baby. Let's get it. And they're off. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? I know some people are yelling at the TV screen right now. Go, go, go. Get it, get it, get it. Oh, shit, my guy's in first. No way, he took off. Yeah, let's go, baby. I got number 1 tonight. Let's go. And Crispy, oh man, but I'm next to Cali Jam. I mean, it's better. I mean, I don't even know if that's better being next to Cali Jam than Crispy. It's like the same. It's like the fucking same. TJ, what up, bro? Day 2 of these late night drafts. And Marty said rigged. Evan said got some cheating going on, man. I would get first place more often if I didn't think that everybody would say that I was cheating. Nah. I don't even know. I think getting 12th is almost better sometimes. Not because you guys wouldn't think I was cheating, but I don't know. It's like you get Bijan or Gibbs, but then you just got to wait. All right. Here we go. Shout out to Amon for the follow. And Amon said, is Swift and Kittle for Ken Walker good? I mean, are you selling Ken Walker? Like, I wouldn't want to sell Ken Walker for that. I would want to buy him for that, but I don't think I'd want to sell him for that. So no, getting Ken Walker, I'd do that, man. I would. Yeah, I would do that. Hell yeah, man. Okay. There we go. Let's set this up. Oh, and you got Laporta? Yeah, I wouldn't be worried about losing Kittle. I mean, I'm definitely not worried about losing Swift. Like I am. Swift is okay, but I've just never really been a fan of Swift. Never. Okay, let's go. Let's set this up here. And Charlie said you like Genty 14th overall. Not if I can get Saquon over him. Not if I could get, let me see, who else would I put over him? Hampton. Who else? Trying to think. I mean, those guys could be gone. I'm trying to think of like guys in that like range that potentially like could still be there. And Jake said, "Is this a future fantasy league?" No, we're doing this draft right now, bro. So I guess it is future if you're talking about like the draft starting in 10 minutes, in the future. But yeah, every single time well, I guess not every single time, but I'd say 99% of the time you see me here, I'm going to be doing a draft. At least right now in the off season. And these drafts are all a part of the same big tournament. He said, "Oh, I'm looking on TikTok to join leagues." Man, bro, shoot me a message on Sleeper. This draft that I'm doing, it's a $10 best ball draft with a $10,000 first place prize. The draft that we're doing tonight is number 286. So we've done a shitload of these. Jake said, "What's Sleeper?" Sleeper is the fantasy app, the fantasy platform. You can also message me on TikTok, but you want to make sure that you get Sleeper rocking and rolling because that's where we play all our leagues at. And yeah, it's real easy to use. And Jay Dizzle said, "Would you pick my draft order?" If you want me to do it like I just did it for mine, throw in some gifts and I will. If you want me to just do it like real quick, I can like do that also. But if you want me to do it a cool way, throw some gifts in, and yeah, I can do it for you. I got like 13 minutes before this draft starts. And Jake said I usually do Yahoo or ESPN. Don't worry, we're gonna get you evolved to a more savage platform. I always used Yahoo. Well, not I mean I would say from 2006 until 2017, I did Yahoo exclusively. But once Sleeper like came along and finally started getting a little bit better, I really never looked back. Like the other ones can't do everything that Sleeper could do. And a lot of it is just the amount of leagues that you could do on these other platforms. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of limited. Monster, would you rate my team if I put it in the chat? Yeah, but just make sure that you put who, not who, but what your, like how many teams and all that. Hey, Corey in the house. Jamie in the house. What up? What up? Yes, Corey, we are full. We just filled, bro. We just filled, and I just did the draft order race. So yes, here's everything now. But I think these late night drafts are going to start being a thing. I know it might not be a thing every day, but I already know they're going to start being a thing. And Daniel Berry. What up, Daniel Berry? Shout out to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. And Laylo said, "At least you're not next to Crispy." I know. I'm just next to Cali Jam. This is just as bad because both guys know me very well. I mean, really, like I've looked. I think there's like 6 of us that have been in over 100 drafts. I just don't want to be next to any of you 6. That's really what it is. You guys are the biggest savages like me. And Jamie said Steeler Nation should grab Aaron Rodgers with the 8th pick. We'll see how crazy the QBs go. Jamie, you remember no board talk, bro. All right? Where's your draft etiquette? All right, I'm on 10 man. Josh Allen, Puka, Neighbors, Rice, Washington. Which Washington? Yeah, which Washington is that? The wide receiver. And then Malik Washington? Or who the hell is that? Tootin Swift. Oh, Parker Washington. Okay. Yeah, just didn't go there. And are all of these the starters? Tootin Swift, Ken Walker, Laporta. I mean, it's a really good team. The one thing that I hate about 10 man is the like all the teams are like at least like decent, you know? Hey, McLovin, should I trade Jonathan Taylor and AJ Brown for Bijan? I mean, it's not like Taylor's a slouch, man. I mean, Taylor's like a top 5 guy, like going into the preseason. So I don't know, man. I mean, you're trading a top 5. You're trading a top 5 running back and a top 10 wide receiver for, I mean, the 101. But I accidentally wrote Swift instead of Chase Brown. I mean, it's definitely better with Chase Brown because like Tootin and Swift. I mean, yeah, those guys like. I want to see like in a 10 man. I want to see you having 2 top 12, running backs. Chase Brown plus Ken Walker. Yeah, I mean that's 2 top 12. So yeah, I mean I would say it's probably like a B plus. It's probably like a B plus. And Jake, if you go to the section where you get the messages, there will be some kind of plus where you can just open a new message, and you want to send me a message to FF Hustler 420. Cali Jam said Crispy purposely snipes you, though. I think. Well, I mean, I think he does too, but I think that like I think you guys just draft good, because whether you're like, I don't really purposely try to snipe anybody unless we get into the later rounds. Like, later rounds, when I know certain people draft certain people, like if I draft that person, it's to snipe you specifically, with a late round, pick. Like, if you're just picking the top guy on the board, or the top guy who we think is the top guy, at the time, and then you guys take him. I mean, that's just you guys being good at drafting. Nice. Brown said he's got tomorrow off. Let's get it. And Jamie said, "Oh shit, I see it's the Lethal Weapon division. Yes, sir. Yes, sir." And they said Lethal Weapon 5 is supposed to get made soon. Really? Still it's stuck in development, man. I mean, Lethal Weapon 4 was actually pretty good. I do like that one for because I don't even know how many years it came out like after number 3, but I actually like that one. That was kind of like a reboot, and it was the one with Chris Rock and stuff. That one was pretty cool. Cal Jam Brown been hot on sniping me late. I mean, dude, like, like I will say, I mean, just in this draft, I have over 100. Cali Jam's got over 100. Laylo's got over 100. K2 Pinson has over 100. Brown has over 100. Crispy has over 100. I mean, we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys in this draft are the top drafters in this tournament. Like it's the Laylo Lyle, what up, bro? We're doing it. We are back, baby. We are back. Fuck, where the hell did I put the damn lighter? All right. And Grant, he said Ryan Florney, Elijah Arroyo, 0.5 PPR Titan Premium Dynasty League. I'd be leaning on Arroyo. I mean, you are talking dart throws either way. Yeah, right. Jamie said Brown has a whole damn song about him sniping people. You damn right. Dude, I need to upload more of those songs too. And Jake said I can't find the message tab. Let me pull it up on my phone so I can try to see where it is. Oh, you know why you can't see it? It's because if you're looking at the league page, you have to click your profile picture in the upper left corner. That's what it is. When you click that, you'll see it says DMs or messages, and then in at the bottom of the DMs, there's a little what the hell is that? Little create new tab, like new message tab. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that is kind of weird. It is kind of hard to see that. And then it's FF Hustler 420, just like my profile on TikTok. And Josh said drafting from the 8th pick in a 10-man strategy. Running back, wide receiver, or running back is how I would start. But the thing is you can't go in with a strategy. You just have to be working the board. I I know it's real cliche for everyone to have these random draft strategies. Every time I see those strategies take place, mostly people just mess up because you're so just stuck on an exact way that you have to draft. That's not how it works, man. You got to be water, bro. You got to be water. I would say the one thing that I'm always telling people is make sure that you are taking me up on my one-on-one live draft help. If you go to patreon.com, if you go to 420crew.com, it's connected to my Patreon account. You can get on a tier where you'll get my cell phone number. We could do live texting or even a FaceTime during your draft. Dude, I help people literally teabag their drafts. Giants said 10 man. If there's tight end premium, I'm not against taking Bowers early. Yeah, dude. I mean, even in the first, cuz it really depends on like where you are. Like if you're at the very like middle, like Bowers might not even make it to you, you know? And Jake said you said 10-person entry. Yeah, it's either $10 or $11. It depends on which way you pay. If you pay through Zelle, it's $10. But yes, I mean I just say $10 because it's easy. But yeah, either 10 or 11. And there's a $10,000 first place prize, and that's because all of these leagues are connected. So like the league that I have up right now that we're drafting now is number 286. All of these 286 leagues are connected. All the money is connected in the prize pool and all that. Oh shit, message me. All right, found it. Let's get it. Nice, Jay Dizzle. So tomorrow's draft is 9 p.m. Eastern. Nobody's in that draft yet, but because it's usually like day of when I start like sharing it, so I can get you in if you want to jump in now. I mean, I'd recommend it since I'm not going to be on TikTok like when this draft starts. All right. Hey, Cowsy, what up, bro? He said I might have asked this before, but do you keep Tony Pollard or George Kittle? Man, it's kind of tough, man. I think you did ask me that, and I think I had the same reaction. Where I was like, man, like what the fuck? Dude, I mean, I guess the tough part is like you could like draft both of those guys like no like pretty easily because like you're gonna be able to get them like super late either way. Um, I don't know, man. I kind of feel like I guess I would keep Kittle because you have a tight end spot, right? As long as there's a tight end spot, I would keep it. I would keep him because nobody's jumping out of the window for Pollard either way. And then Jake here, I sent you the link on Sleeper, and then I sent you the payment info. It's best if you just pay right away. Like the leagues will fill. Like we had 3 drafts that happened today. I know there's some people they're like, oh, I don't want to pay early, and then it like not draft. Oh, son of a bitch. Get it, get it. There we go. All right, load it up. I wonder who I should take with number 1. But yeah, Jake, if you really like drafting, I mean, this whole tournament that I created, this is year 6. It started in 2021 was when I first created it, and it was really all about like draft practice when it started. Started with 10 divisions, and it was $1,000 prize that very first year. And now 6 years later, like dude, last year we had 300 divisions. We're only like 14 away from 300 now. I don't know how many we're going to get, but we still got a month of drafting. And dude, $10,000 prize. And it could go higher depending on how many teams we end up getting. All right. Jamie, nice. He thinks you might be able to do tomorrow's draft. Let's go. And we got all the green dots except for WTF. Come on, what the fuck were you at? And text them, let them know. Draft started. All right, there we go. And Mason said Gibbs and Tate or Josh. Josh J. Who's Josh? Why am I? Josh Jacobs and JJ. I don't know, man. That kind of sucks because you're winning on a player and you're losing on a player. Like that's what I don't like. And Kylie said I traded my first, second, and third last year, but I have Josh Allen, Brees Hall, AJ Brown, She Rice, Ken Walker, Bucky, George Kittle. That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. Keeper league or a dynasty? Yeah, really solid. And Crispy said, take Tony.
Man, fuck Tony!
And OTB Flyers, what up? I drafted yesterday. How's my team? 10-man PPR. Bijan, Saquon, AJ Brown, Igbuka, Laporta, T. Higgins, JMO, Price, Bo Nix, Caleb. Nice, nice. That's really solid for a 10-man squad, I must say. That might be like an A minus for me. I usually don't give too many 10-man teams an A, like an A or an A minus, because I mean, most of the teams are like really stacked, is what it is. But I think I would grade that one. Um, I think I would grade that one an A minus. Yeah. All right. Jamie says tomorrow Lethal Weapon 2. Yes, it is, bro. Yes, it is. The next um Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are Lethal Weapon 2, 3, and 4. Yes, sir. And it said Pollard or Kittle. I said Kittle. I already answered that. And Dan said pick 2, Nico, Neighbors, Bowers, and 10-man. That's tough. I'm keeping Bowers for sure. It's the Nico Neighbors part, man. Like, that's tough, dude. That is tough. I think I'm kind of leaning Nico a little bit, but yeah, it's close, dude. Hey, Robert in the house. What up, bro? What is going down? We got a draft, baby. These are $10 drafts, man. We got to get you guys into these. We need more and more peeps getting in. Anna, Prescott, Gibbs, Barkley, London, Neighbors, Warren, Sutton, Eagles. Am I cooked or do I have a chance? I mean, dude, you got Gibbs, Barkley, London, Neighbors, and Warren. Like, so I would say like those like 5 people right there. Those 5 players make you a contender if you're like out of the gate. But like, here's the thing. You don't win your fantasy league because of your draft. That just sets the foundation. Like, if you want to win, you got to be coming here like multiple times per week to these live streams. During the week of the season, I'll be going live, answering questions. You must pick up waiver wire people like every single week. You must be trying to make trades every single week. You might not make trades every week, but you got to be trying. And I would say the people who really want an edge, you got to get signed up on my one-on-one fantasy advice hotline. And it's nothing AI. It's like literally a direct connection to me. And like the people who have that, you will destroy your league because you're going to be able to message me anytime that I'm awake and get a response. And it's 420crew.com. You go get signed up on Patreon. You definitely want to do the Elite or the All Access because that's where you get like direct cell phone connection with me. And anybody who's listening, if you want to destroy your leagues, that's what you got to do. Go get signed up on my Patreon, 420crew.com. You have never met anybody like me. My entire business and life is built around fantasy football. And like a big portion of it is the advice. And yeah, I set it up now where I literally have a dedicated phone like for this, and yeah, anybody can get a hold of me who's on this anytime for answers about literally anything fantasy related. And hey, is that Joko? Sorry if I don't know. He said I made a trade, but I don't know if it was fair. Well, let me know who it was. I'm making my picks right now, so yeah, just let me know what you got over there. And all right, you know what I'm gonna do? We're going double quarterback there. Let's get it. And Angie said, I just drafted, bro. Yeah, let's go. Let's hear your squad. Throw it in the chat. And Corey on YouTube said, due to Hustler advice, I made the playoffs in 4 of 4 leagues last year. And how many championships did you win last year, Corey? Because I know you're stomping with the big dogs. Corey literally beat me in a championship with my own advice. My own advice. My team wasn't good enough to beat Corey's team with giving him my own advice. And Johnny, he said, I never take Genty. Let's see how this feels. I mean, Genty and Cook, that ain't bad. And Corey said, who are your top QBs after Allen? Joe Burrow, Drake May. Well, no. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Drake May. Those are my top four. And what is it? I hate Alaska. Do you live in Alaska? It said, yo, I got Herbert and Dak. Who should I start? We got like 4 weeks before the season starts. So I would say whoever is projected for more points, put them in your roster now just so you have more projected points. But please make sure you're coming back like before week 1. Like, please make sure. If anybody tells you who to start, like, those guys are just casuals anyways. Okay. Like, if anybody answers that anything differently than I did, they're just casuals. They don't even play in fantasy football leagues like that. Angie said, I got new running backs. I'm in a 12-man league. Oh, Angie, why weren't you coming here before your draft? I would have told you how important it is to like the running backs. You gotta have them. Gotta have them. Robert said, so in your opinion, in their second year, who's a bigger breakout, Genty or Hampton? I'm going Hampton. Raiders just have a lot of problems either way. Genty's definitely not one of those problems, and I know they sewed up a couple issues, on their line, but it's the Raiders, man. It is the Raiders. And Cowsey, how will Bucky do? Should I cuff Gainwell? I mean, you should try to. In most leagues, you're getting Gainwell as like a bench player. So yeah, if you got Bucky, I would try to cuff him if you can. Crispy said, I'm the owner of 30 rings because of Huss's advice. There we go. There we go. And Robert said Kubiak's from the Shanahan tree and charges Mike McDaniels as new OC. Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, I know about McDaniels, and yeah, I mean, I know all those things already. But yeah, definitely good to bring that up so we can say that for the other people. But yeah, I mean, Hampton is just connected to a way better team. Like, that's the thing. Like, but he couldn't stay healthy last year, So like, Genty was the one who stayed healthy. Hampton didn't. And like, if Hampton gets hurt again, he definitely ain't gonna outscore him. I mean, that's for sure. And Giant said him because he because he mails them to you. Hell yeah. And Vinny said Raiders have no O line. I mean, it's better than it was last year, but still. Angie said I got 3 great receivers though. Said I don't know, I'll get carried. Yeah, I mean, we'll throw your team in and I'll tell you what I think. I'll tell you what I think because we're only going into the season, but I mean, in addition to like the 50 something leagues that I manage, these best ball leagues that I'm doing, there's no management, but I'm in like over 150 of them. And then like I manage like 300 leagues or commissions. So like I can tell you, like nobody knows players' values the way that I do. Like that's for sure. People could say they do, but it's different. Like knowing them on paper and actually like playing in leagues, like as many as I do. Brandon said, "What do you think about Drake London? His quarterback play sucks, but he's a beast, and you know, like I feel like it's a little bit of a dip for him right now where he's going, and I'd buy the dip." Nolan said, "How the fuck someone get A Chain and JSN?" I mean that's not even a crazy like combo. Like A Chain's not going in the first round. And Jocko, I traded Neighbors and Montgomery for Ken Walker. I mean, it's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, Walker's the highest valued player for sure out of that bunch. But man, if Neighbors hits, like man, I mean that person's probably not going to be mad that he gave up Walker. And Echo Land, yes, this is super flex. Props to you for knowing what a super flex league is, because a lot of people on TikTok just don't. They only think single quarterback leagues exist. And Vinny 2 times said, "Watch out for Ken Walker." I mean, he's like a top 10 guy. Like, what do you mean watch out for him? He's going to be a beast. He already has been a beast, and now he's going to be like the only guy, the only running back that they got. Austin, who should I draft at the 103? Either Bijan, Gibbs, or Chase, whichever one of those falls to you in that order. And Kazi said, "You know your ball, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Hell yeah." There's a lot of fake content, like not fake content creators, but fake fantasy managers like giving content. Like I see it all the time. Like, dude, like literally today, I always like, I'm always killing time, just like looking at live streams on TikTok, seeing what fantasy creators are out there, seeing if there's any cool ones out there who might be worth, following, engaging with. And so I always ask, how many leagues do you play in? And do you only play in single quarterback leagues? And um like this guy, whoever he was, he's like, yeah, I'm probably gonna play in like 4 or 5 leagues this year. He's like, I'm stepping it up. When I hear that, it just makes me laugh. And then And then the guy who was like on his panel, he's like, bro, 2 quarterback leagues suck. And if someone starts talking shit, like then I just gotta talk shit back. I was like, bro, what do you mean? I was like, single quarterback leagues suck. Any league that takes the most important position in all of football and makes it damn near irrelevant, that's a stupid league to me. And sorry guys if you play in single quarterback leagues, like people can plan whatever they want. It's when the shit talking comes that I start talking shit back. But yeah, they didn't like that. And like, oh, so we can't have a difference of opinion. I was like, dude, you guys said 2 quarterback leagues sucked, and then I said the league that you play in sucks. So like, all I was doing was matching the energy. And then they started like playing victim shit, and I just really don't like that. Echo Land, this is a real draft, bro. You will never see me doing a mock. You will never see me doing a mock. It's a waste of time to me. It really is. There's gotta be some kind of potential prize. Like literally has to be some kind of potential prize, or there's just no point. There's just no point. If I was making like tens of thousands of dollars on TikTok or whatever, I'd be running mocks all the time because I'd be making money off TikTok. But no, it's just not the way that it goes. So I just ain't wasting my time on any of the mocks. At Brazil, I only play in 0 quarterback leagues, the real men format. Oh man, see, look at this Doodle Bob. He just came in here. Josh Allen, first round, and he's laughing. He's one of these like newbie TikTok, guys who like don't know that Superflex League exists. But see, whoever asked if this was a Superflex League earlier, this is what I mean. It's like the people who like literally don't know that 2 quarterback leagues exist. And Echo Land said, what spot are you? It's hard to see on the phone. I'm number 1. So I got Bijan, Herbert, T-Law, Travis Etienne, and Garrett Wilson. Frizzil came through on YouTube. What up, bro? And Kazi said, it's a nice spot to be in. You know it. And Crispy said, Superflex losers only say that. Hell yeah. Superflex or bust, baby. And let me see. Angie's team, Daniels, Chase, Neighbors, Bowers, McMillan, Krosky, Merritt, Manning guy. Oh, dude, you're so cooked with your running backs. Dang, Krosky, Merritt, and Manning guy are your starting running backs. Ouch. Dang it, Angie, if you're still here, why the heck did you push off your running backs that far? Who told you that was a good idea? And I'm just busting balls, Angie. Okay, but seriously, why did you take them so late? And Nolan said, you like Dart, 4th pick, 4th round pick from the 3 spot, single quarterback league. I feel like that's too high. I wouldn't. Dart's just a little bit too much of a risk for me to jump that high for him. I'd want to wait because I feel like he could drop lower than that. And if he doesn't drop lower than that, I'll get Hurts later. Like, Hurts is way safer with a way better schedule. And Austin, who should my friend pick at the 110? Bro, tell your friend to get in here and ask the questions, man. If it's Z Borman, he said I got the 110. I hope it's Z Borman. I'd either be going running back, wide receiver, or running back with that 10-11 pick. And Jalco, I got Lamar, K9, Bucky, Swift, London, Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Do I have a chance? Yeah, you got a chance for sure. For sure. And Echo Land said Hurts drops that low in Superflex. Where did he drop? 4th round? Not all the time, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, usually in these, it's like rounds 3 through 5. Sometimes 3 through 6 is when it's heavy quarterback. And let's see. Angie said in the past, the receivers have done me better, I guess. Well, I guess what's tough is I understand that, but like there's a way bigger crop of better wide receivers than better running backs, if that makes sense. So like if you're not leaving the draft with like 1 or 2 top 12 guys, you're always going to feel like your running backs suck. And like and if one of them gets hurt, then it's like your whole season's like shot. Unless you're like a waiver wire savage, which you better be here paying attention, and we'll make sure that we get those running backs off the waivers when you can. And Kyle said second pick's not smart. No wide receivers, two quarterbacks. Well, it's because it's a two quarterback league. So the quarterbacks in these leagues are actually the most important position, not the least not the least important, like in a lot of the regular leagues. And yeah, Robert said not too bad for number one. It's solid. It's solid. I mean, of course, I like my two running backs when you got Bijan in there. Like I could pair almost anybody with Bijan, and I'd like the running backs. I'm nervous about Garrett Wilson, but like, man, is this the year that he can like actually stay healthy? Because like when he does, like points per game, like just like so crazy. And Angie said, "Hey, well, I think Krosky's the starter." Well, see how you even said, "I think Krosky's the starter." Like that even being like still kind of up in the air. Like him and Rashad White are gonna split work. Like the starter is whoever is on the field for the very first play, so that's one thing I gotta just remind people, because like a starter can like be on the field for the very first play, and then like the other person can like literally come on the field. So yeah, that's the tough part. And Z Borman said, "Are all the best ball leagues a $25 buy-in?" Well, not the ones that I do. These are $10 buy-in. Just $10. I mean, shit, you can't even get a freaking value meal at McDonald's for $10, but you could potentially win $10,000 off this tournament. And X Breezy, Bijan, CMC, Hampton, Judkins, Montgomery is running my back room. Nice, nice. And Joseph said, "What's best ball?" Best ball is a format where you don't have to pick your starters. The app puts in your starters based on how much they score in that week. Yeah, Neko Land said Wilson's not bad there. Yeah, I mean, beginning of the fifth round, it was either him it was either him or T. Higgins, Devonta Smith. I mean, Tet. It was kind of one of those guys. In Echo Land, I'm hoping so, because that'd be very nice to pair up. We will see. I'm not gonna say it because there's people watching who are in the draft. And Robert said more to worry about with Gino. I mean, yeah, I mean, of course. Cali Jam, I got the exact first five picks as the last draft. Man, let's go. And Frazil said, "Wait till the newbie people start seeing the IDP players going off. Yeah, they're gonna think that they're kickers. Like, where all these kickers get taken, bro?" Oh, Cali Jam, you ass, you ass. Oh man, that kind of messed me up there. Cali Jam, you bastard. I hate drafting next to Cali Jam. He's always sniping me somehow. Oh man, Cali Jam, you totally messed this up. Now I gotta think. Yeah, that's probably my fault. He's on YouTube. He's not listening. He's not watching the TikTok chat. Oh man. All right, let's go, Scary Terry, and we're gonna lock down another running back. I like Henderson getting as my third running back in the seventh. The high upside. I don't even know how to pronounce this dude's name, but he said if I'm planning on taking Ladd, should I skip Hampton and get Barkley? I have Barkley ranked higher than Hampton, but thing is like just because you plan on taking somebody doesn't mean that you're gonna get them. And hey, shout out to Brady jumping in the chat on TikTok. And Log said rate the starters: Allen, CMC, Henry, London, McConkey, Kraft, Burden, Tyson. I'd say it's either a B plus. It's kind of like fringing on the B plus range. It's definitely solid. Mark said it's funny how the NFC West has the two best defenses in the league this year. And what two defenses are those? Because when I think of best defenses in the league, I don't even think of the NFC East. Voo said Josh Allen ain't the 101. Nah, I mean, I still think that even in a super flex or a two quarterback league, that Bijan and Gibbs are still going before Josh Allen. I mean, there is going to be times where Josh Allen will go number one, but I'm just talking about like as a whole. Frizzell, that Luther Burden limping off the field clip really hurt his stock. Well, it's not that he like they said that he's gonna miss time. They didn't say how much, but like that's they said he's gonna miss time, and it was like in quotes, will miss time. And Robert said wasn't Houston defense number one last year. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I feel like Houston is up there. I mean, Broncos are definitely up there. But yeah, hey, Crispy said we start five kickers, and Corey said, "How you feel about the Burden injury?" I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous. Yeah, Johnny said groin pull 4 to 8 weeks. Yeah, I mean the best thing about it is there's still 4 weeks before the season starts. So it was the best time for that to happen. But you already know, man, just new system and everything, or newer system and stuff. Like, he needs to be there for the preseason to, like, hit the ground running. So, yeah, that's what sucks, man. He's going to miss a good portion of the season. So, like, I think I got him in the last draft in, like, the 8th round. I felt okay because he's normally going in, like, the 6th. So, it was like a 2-round drop. But, like, yeah, here he went in the 7th. Way too early for me. And let's see. Nick B picked 2 out of Bowers. Rasheed Rice, Chase Brown already have Bijan. Bowers for sure. I'd probably say Chase Brown, man. Chase Brown's just getting drafted higher. And Log said, big chance for injuries to get me this year. Rams best defense until Aaron Donald's back. Oh, once Aaron Donald comes back. I mean, dude, he's been out of the game for multiple years now. And mark my words, sports, what up? Hawks and the Rams. Okay. Didn't you say the NFC East? Or maybe that wasn't even you. Keaton said I took Jamar at 1. Do you start 3 wide receivers by any chance? Because, like, if so, I mean, that seems like the right thing. Log said Luther's projected to be back after week 1 of the preseason. Okay. I don't think so. Let's see. Keaton said, yes, start 3 wide receivers. Yeah, but see how I knew that? Like, see how I knew to even ask that? You could go ask so many other content creators on TikTok that, and they won't ask, do you start 3 wide receivers? Because most of these guys play in these regular ass leagues and they wouldn't even, like, think of that. Cali Jams, that would blow a lot of people's minds. He said, bro, in the IDP startup, I have Gibbs, A Chain, Chase Brown, Kyren, Henry with 3 QBs in the first 8 rounds. Yes, that would blow people's minds for sure. Edgar, he said, why 2 quarterbacks? Because it's a 2 quarterback league. It is a super flex league where you want a second quarterback in that flex spot. Corey said, who are your QBs 5 through 10? Man, I'm not even sure. I have to. Like, I've been trying to do the IDP rankings for the DBs and the edge rushers. Fuck, man, it's so hard. Like, even just like thinking about it right now, it's like making my brain like scramble. And I like I almost feel like I want to do the offensive part, like the offensive spots, and then just be done with it. Because like I have to think, but it's like doing a top 20 for offense is like so much easier than doing a top 10 for the the defensive linemen and the defensive backs, man. Literally just thinking about that scrambling my brain right now. I hate rankings. I only do it for you guys. I hate them. And Lee Lasitas, a guy with Cooking Genty, good draft. Who's that? Oh, that's Johnny. Hey Johnny, you're getting a little bit of praise. Man, screw you, Cali Jam. Damn it, Cali Jam. I hate drafting next to you. Man, I really do. I hate drafting next to you, Cali Jam. Crispy said, "You wimp! I got my balls caught in my bicycle chain. Still went to play football." Oh man, fucking Cali Jam. here. We're gonna switch it up. Wasn't planning on doing that. And Echo Land, wait, why'd you go Bijan over Gibbs? I mean, it's crazy to me that why is everyone on the Gibbs over Bijan is what I'm curious about. Cause like Bijan's whole the Falcons' whole offense goes through him, you know? And they lost Tyler Algier, who is like 1,000 yard rusher as a rookie, you know? So that's what I don't get. Like, why? Because like both of them are gonna get like a lot of receiving work. Lynn said Gibbs has an easy schedule for an RB. Yeah, that's probably. Let me go see who. Let me go see who has a better schedule. Because I've already broken this down as well. Let's go see. All this is on my Patreon for peeps who don't know. Yeah, Gibbs on paper has an easier schedule. Yeah, for the entire season. Let's see. How about the first couple weeks of the season? Yeah, Gibbs has top seven schedule for the first 4 weeks. Bijan's is towards the bottom. Yeah, I mean, I'm just still on the Bijan train, man, because like everything is gonna run through him with that. Now I'm looking at the playoff schedule. Playoff schedule, they're like super close. But yeah, I mean, yeah. I feel like most people aren't basing it based off the strength of schedule. But if you are basing it off the strength of schedule, yeah, you pick Gibbs. But yeah, I'm really curious though. I'm really curious though why more people are like I really think it's because that's just how ESPN ranked it, and I wonder if it is. And hey, and one broke ass. What up? Two QBs in the first 3 rounds. Please explain. I hope you've been listening along, but it's a 2 quarterback league. That's what it is. It's a 2 QB league. And he said Gibbs over Bijan's big. Gibbs has been in the top 5 while sharing carries with Montgomery. Montgomery is gone. What about Tyler Algier though? Like Tyler Algier he's been there like Bijan's entire career. And he was 1,000 yard rusher like before he was there. But yeah, see, I guess that is like that's the that's the that's the big thing. Why? Okay, and that makes sense. That makes sense. It's funny that nobody thinks about Algier that way, because I wonder like how many like rushes. Let me see. David Montgomery carries in 2025. Let's see how many carries. See, yeah, Echo and yeah, I hated Algier having Bijan exactly. David Montgomery, 158 carries. Let's see how many Tyler Algier. Look at that. Tyler Algier, 143 carries. He had 8 rushing touchdowns and little over 500 yards. David Montgomery, how many? Throw it in the chat. Because Tyler Algier had 8 rushing touchdowns last year. Tell me in the chat, how many touchdowns do you think um wait, hold on, I messed up. Okay. So Tyler Algier had 8 rushing touchdowns in 2025. Throw it in the chat. How many rushing touchdowns do you guys think David Montgomery had in 2025? For those who said that they're it's because he's cutting so much into Gibbs and that's going to make like a huge difference. Throw it in the chat. And one broke ass that Algier wasn't splitting 50% of the snaps, though. That kind of doesn't matter, though, because he's still cutting into it. And like what? Like Brian Robinson's gonna cut into it. So I'm curious what people think. And man, you guys even I mean Cali Jam got it right. So it was 8. So they literally both cut into the starting running back with the exact same amount of rushing like vulture carries, or TD vultures. So it was 8. It was 8. And Keaton said Bijan could catch 80 passes this year easily. Yeah, and I think both can. I think both can. Like I don't think that like to me it's just crazy that so many people say Gibbs over Bijan. I think it's just way closer than like how many people are saying Gibbs over Bijan. Giant said I'm giving Brian Robinson 5 TDs this year. I mean maybe, right? Maybe. He can bust off a big catch. I mean, we know that's one of his his what's it called? His strengths. That's for sure. Jonathan Brooks keeps climbing. Yeah, where'd he go right now? 10, 10, 9. Yeah. Yeah, just like literally, just like I don't even remember what rounds he was going in the very beginning of this. I can go check, but I'm very curious. And Echo Land said, "Yeah, no clear answer. That's why I asked the question." Yeah, exactly, for sure. And like for me, and so for me, my answer is the damn near whole offense going through Bijan. Like that is it. Like as much as like Kyle Pitts is a thing, he's not as much as like London is. He's still just one man. I mean, you got Amon Ra, you got Jameson, you got Sam Laporta, and the guy. I mean, I'm not even going to talk about that right now because those guys are still on the board. But oh man, 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 where do I go with this pick? We got 19 more seconds. All right, I knew who I was gonna pick there. Who do I want to give the second pick though? Cali Jam, you're ridiculous. Taking Pittman at the 9-2. Man, this sucks, dude. This really does. All right, I guess we're gonna jump a little bit here, and we're gonna go for Shakira. And Nathan said to a check down King, Bijan might be better. I mean, they're both going to be checking it down to a certain extent, but I mean, dude, just the Tua check down King. I mean, for sure. I mean, look at what A Chain had really been doing. And mark my words, sports better offense on the lines, more TD chances. Yeah, but I mean, we could say that for sure, but like. Are we at like how many touchdowns did Bijan have last year? Let's see. I mean, Bijan had 11. He had 11 touchdowns last year with real shitty QB play. Like I'm not saying it's not going to be shitty QB play, but I'm saying like really really shitty QB play. Yep, Bijan had 11. And I would say, yeah, are the Lions the better offense? For sure. Is Gibbs on paper going to have more opportunities? Yes. And Gibbs had 18. I mean, there's definitely room for regression. Definitely room for regression on one end. Like Bijan's not going to have less than 11. But everything going through him, like that just makes the difference for me. And I'm in so many leagues that I know I'm going to have the number 2 pick and I'm just taking Gibbs and that's it. Gibbs could could legit break out 25 touchdowns this year. I mean, tell me the last time that a non-quarterback had more than 25 touchdowns. Because to me, I can think of the last one, and you literally got to go back 20 plus years. So, not saying it can't happen, but is it realistically going to happen? No, it's not realistically going to happen. And yeah, you already know, Dan, it was LT with his 31 total touchdowns. I mean, something that will never, ever be broken in the NFL. Like, there's never going to be a skill player to have more than 31 touchdowns in a year. It's never going to happen. Yep, Cali Jam knew. And one broke ass 2024. Bijan had 15 and Gibbs had 20. I mean, so it went down. It went down for both of them. All right. Johnny Albundy had 4 touchdowns in one game. And it said shit. Gibbs had 20 TDs in 2024. Yeah, he did. And like, why wasn't he valued higher in 2025? Why wasn't he like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't remember him like with 20 touchdowns in 2024. Like, I feel like shouldn't he have been looked at as like the number one guy? Like, he wasn't. Everyone who thinks Gibbs is going, everyone who's valuing Gibbs as the number one pick, put in the chat what fantasy platform is your go-to. Said he was going in the same place last year. Let's see if he was. I'm going to the yeah, going the same. All right. Nobody's really going IDP yet, so it's like got a lot of. That's kind of whack right here. It's so whack that I'm gonna pick Quentin Johnston, man. So Gibbs definitely number 2 ranked player last year because he went up because he gets more TDs than Bijan. Yeah, I mean, I looked at the draft in this number 286 last year. It's probably an August draft, and Bijan went number 1, Gibbs went number 2. So yeah, he was going the same. Kelsey said, "I wonder what his rating is on Madden 27." I'm curious. All right, cool. One broke ass plays on sleeper. And Johnny said I had 31. You're a savage. And Kelsey said Priest Holmes or Jamal Charles. I mean, dude, are you? Was that around the over 25? I mean, it was definitely Priest Holmes. If you guys, but if you're asking me to pick, I'm picking Priest Holmes. But it was crazy. Literally, it was 3 years in a row that the rushing touchdown record was broken. It was Sean Alexander and then Priest Holmes and then LT. It's like freaking ridiculous how it happened. And Ham Sandwich, I got the number 1 pick in this draft. Dan said, I look at it this way. Bijan Gibbs both have upside to get 15 touchdowns this season. Yeah, and both have upside to get 80 receptions. For sure. I just feel like the more mouths to feed in Detroit is what makes me lean Bijan. And like we're literally talking like this because like I have them both back to back as the 1A and 1B, not even 1 and 2, 1A, 1B. Drew Youngblood, how do you think the Texans going to do? Man, the Texans are probably going to disappoint because like they're like playoff caliber for sure. But it's like they can't get over the hump, and it's the offense's fault. Like the play calling has to evolve. Nico Collins has to stay healthy. David Montgomery and Marks have to be very efficient, and their offensive line sucks. Their offensive line has to stay healthy. Like that's like probably the biggest key for their offense, like doing better, is their damn offensive line actually staying healthy. And Maverick, do you like the RB core of Saquon and Cam Scat? Well, I mean, yeah, for sure. Saquon's a tier 2 RB to me, just behind those top guys. And yeah, Scat, he's like maybe like a tier 3 guy or tier like top of tier 4 guy. Yeah, and Kowsey said that's right. Yeah, for sure, man, dude. I mean, I have Nico Collins, and I we need him to stay healthy. We need that stupid line to stay healthy as well. I can't see the name, but it said, "Boss, would you trade A Chain and BTJ for Collins and Javante?" I don't think so. I mean, I probably would, but I don't know. It's like it's so even that I mean, you're winning on a player, you're losing on a player. Like when you're doing that, you're just like swapping starters. So it's like if this is what your team is right now, it's like it literally like you're just swapping it back and forth. Like it's two starters that you're swapping for two starters. So it's like not even really moving the needle much. So no, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Yo, fantasy football enjoyer, what up, bro? Dude, Jamie told me he showed me a screenshot, and dude, I can't. I think it's been so long that I can't even remember you, bro. But what up, dude? Oh, Brady, what up, dude? Okay, glad you're still crushing it. What up, dude? Long time no see, man. And one broke ass, yeah, but the AFC South's been terrible. Run defense outside of the Texans, yeah. So you should be able to do better, but gotta stay healthy. Dan, who do you think the top five offensive? Who do you think has the top five offensive lines? Eagles. I mean, that's the first one that I think of. Yeah, probably Detroit. Uh, and you know what? I actually broke this down on Patreon. Let me go see before some of these injuries started happening, though. Let me see if I could find it because I'm not even sure where I put it. All right, let's see here. Eagles, Lions, there you go. I remembered that. Broncos, Falcons, Vikings. Those would be top five going into the off season. So there, I mean, if there's been any injuries, obviously that's going to change a little bit. And this was probably pre NFL draft, also. No, this is post NFL draft. This is May 15th. But let me see. Top 10 that I. Yeah, well, that sounds right. I mean, Goff's thrown the most touchdowns, I think. I think since he's gone to the Lions, I'm pretty sure he's leading all quarterbacks in touchdowns thrown. So I don't know what that like how many years like that is, but I feel it's like 4 or 5 years. And I saw that stat, so I don't even remember exactly. And he said QJ Yuck, how does he still have a job, bro? I don't know. Like luckily he's just one of my bench players, and I'm hoping he has a couple good. And one broke ass. So you're picking Saquon over James Cook? Yeah, I am. I am. Corey said I'm bringing up the golf stats to show why Bijan's a better. Well, yeah, I figured you were doing that. Yeah, Because that is one thing. Like when they get in close, I mean, they throw it a lot, and not that like. Of course, Gibbs is going to get some of those, but yeah, we already know. Like Laporta, like a lot is going to run through Laporta this year. Like I guess I wasn't even paying attention because he's already been picked when I was going to say that. But a lot's going to run through Laporta this year. I mean, dude, they got the dude from Arizona that everything ran through McBride. And Dan said, so if I take James Cook and Saquon back to back, opening good picks to start, yeah, for sure, for sure. And I really think that like this year over any other year, I'm a huge, huge advocate of running back, especially if you're a later pick in the draft. Like I mean, obviously if you get Bijan or Gibbs, I mean, you don't have to force a running back pick with your number two pick, depending on who's there. I'd rather get the higher end wide receiver, and then maybe you go tight end, maybe you go another running back, who knows. Drew, yes, this is tight end premium, but we don't have a tight end spot. It's just been changed to a flex spot. So that's why certain guys are going high, but then you see like little gaps when other people start going. And broke as James Cook gets to play the Dolphins and the Jets twice a year. Those games alone put him over Saquon. For sure. I mean, we can say that. I mean, anybody can put wherever they want, anywhere. I mean, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. And I play in a shitload of leagues, and that's it. Like, there's a lot of people who say a lot of things, but I definitely drink my own Kool-Aid. And it's turned into 7 championships last year, 11 the year before that, and 6 the year before that. Matt says, should I keep Hampton in the 4th or Judkins in the 20th? I mean, dude, obviously Judkins in the 20th is almost like stealing, but like I'm keeping Hampton in the 4th. I mean, dude, he's going to be a first round pick this year in most leagues. So, like, even getting a first round caliber guy in the 4th round, like, that's almost stealing as well. So, I'd rather steal the better tasting fruit in that situation. And don't forget, guys, if I'm answering your questions and stuff, hit the like button. Hit the like button, man. Come on, hit the follow button. And there we go, Matt. Thanks, brother. Dan said keep Hampton. He said, yeah, Cleveland O line's trash. Yeah. Elliot, this is a 2 quarterback league, super flex specifically, but yeah, in this, it's a best ball league where you cannot add after the draft, you cannot trade or anything like that. That's why you see the quarterbacks getting extremely high value. And hey, Ghost Bucky said just got his first share of some Coker. I like it. I like it. And Matt said, thanks, bro. I figured Hampton, but Judkins at 20th as well. For sure, man. For sure. I mean, it's like I said, it's stealing. Like it seems like it's stealing. But yeah, I mean, dude, you got to go Hampton, man. Like that's like Judkins is probably the smarter move. Like probably the smarter move because round 20 is insane. But like if you have to draft Hampton, you have to get lucky enough to have a first round pick where he's even in the range for you to draft him. I mean, you guys are only taking like one pick. I mean, if you guys are only taking one keeper each, like Hampton's for sure going in the first round. Like he's already going in the first round if there was no keepers. Elliot said, has Dart been picked? Yeah, man, Dart got picked a long ass time ago. He got picked at the 312. 312. This is a 2 quarterback league. And Johnny said, how many dynasties are you at now? Shit, I don't know because I took on like the 2 last orphans that were available. So I feel like I was at 33 before this season. It's probably close to 40 now because I know I took over at least 3 orphans that I can think of off the top of my head, and then the 1 startup. So I'm pretty sure I was at 32 or 33 before this season. And then taking on those, that's where I'm at now. So we're doing good, man. We're doing good. You know what? I really want to go IDP, but you know what? I'm going to strengthen my running backs here. And I'm going to take Brian Robinson. We got both B Robs, all right? We got Brian Robinson now, the guy who caught a bullet in his bubble goose. Of course, it had the 103. It's hard to get an RB at the value to pair with Chase. Yeah, for sure. And he said you're pretty low on Caleb Daniels, I see. Well, I'm just not as hyped on Caleb as some of the other people. And like a lot of okay, if you wear fingernail polish and like you're supposed to be like this big gladiator athlete, I kind of just don't think of you as a big gladiator athlete, you know? Like people could do whatever they want, but like I don't know, that just doesn't scream team leader, you know, to me. It really doesn't. Like when seeing Trey Lance in that crop top, you know, I was like, dude, this guy is never going to be able to lead a team. So that's where it is. It's also the Windy City. Like, dude, like that makes a difference. Like, there's gonna be games that are so fucking windy that he's not gonna be able to throw it a shitload of times. And that makes me nervous because, dude, that could be home games in the playoffs. That's when it's the windiest and the coldest and the most fucked up in Chicago. So, like, that's just another thing. Like, I don't even want to have to deal with that in December, like in the playoffs. That would suck. And one broke asked why you take Trevor Lawrence over Mahomes. I'm just really feeling the Trevor breakout this year. I'm just really feeling it, man. And like Mahomes, I just feel like there's not going to be as much running in his repertoire this year. Corey said you've been picking Spears and Woody Marks more lately. Well, I mean, you got to get guys like that late. You know, it's those late guys who during random bye weeks, you know, just random weeks when you guys fuck up. Like, hopefully you have guys like that who like randomly throw up like 15 points, you know, end up in a random flex or a 2 QB or in a 2 RB. Fancy Enjoy had a Matt High and Devonta Smith on Sleeper Bro 40%. What do you mean? I mean, I know you're high on him, but what's the on Sleeper 40%? Like you have 40% like of him in all your teams? Cali Jam, and call yourself the Iceman. So I'm definitely higher on T Law than Mahomes. Like 3 rounds. I'd look at their cast. I mean, it's they got a good cast, man. Like Mahomes wishes he had 3 wide receivers like that. Okay, 40% of the best ball. Cool, cool. Where do you play best ball at? And Matt said I got the 104 this year, so probably either Puka or Chase. It's solid, man. Solid, yeah. Fantasy Sanctuary has a great tool. You can see your exposures. Okay. Never heard of them. Eli, you think Jonathan Taylor is a steal at the ninth pick, coming back at 12th to get CD? Yeah, I do think Taylor going at the ninth is a steal. And I'd be all about that, man. I'd be taking that value all day, every day, twice on Sunday. Of course, I feel like you reached for Harrison at the 8-12. He went almost 2 full rounds difference in Wilson. Never seen that big difference before. I have. And yeah, more recently, they've been kind of getting closer together as far as like the value and draft position. And yeah, I did feel like it's a reach, but like that's what sucks about picking at the number 1 or number 12. Sometimes you got to reach. Like I mean, you hope that you get everybody at value, and like it just yeah, that may have been my reach pick, you know, but I'm fine with it where I got them. Like I honestly thought that like Pittman had more of a chance to like make it back. But even like all the guys who got drafted like in between, and seeing you say Wilson 2 round difference, it's not a 2 round difference. It's only a one, two, it's 12, 13, 14. It's a 15 pick difference. So it's not even a 2 round difference. Like I picked Harrison at the 8-12. I mean, that could have easily been the 9-1. I wasn't sure who I was going to pick at that point. So I was letting the clock run down. But no, I mean, they're getting picked pretty close together no matter how you slice it. All right, make my 2 picks here. Yeah, I think we're going IDP with both these picks right here. Let's see. I know one for sure. I'll look and see who else is worth taking here. Do I wait? Mm. There we go. Found my second guy. Actually, you know what? TJ Watt never goes this low. I'll take my shot on TJ Watt. Let's see. And DRV, thanks for the follow. Matt said, now would you keep Hampton in the 4th or May in the 13th? 10-man full PPR. I'm not keeping a QB. Like there's no reason to keep a QB in a single QB league. So yeah, as good as Drake May is, and he's probably gonna go on what, the 4th, 5th, or 6th, like somewhere in there. Nah, man, like Hampton's the guy that you keep there for sure. And Fantasy Football Enjoyer said, wait, is that Corey and AZ? Yeah, man. Corey's been around here. Where the hell did you go, Devin? Like, dude, you've been a ghost. Like, where the hell did you go? And Rokas said, Herbert and Lawrence both have the same bye week. Says, so the best ball week 7, you're gonna be in trouble. Well, I didn't I get I got Brissett, so I have another quarterback for that week, but isn't it better to have 1 week of trouble versus 2 weeks of trouble though? Said only on sleeper. Devonta's like 30 on underdog. Yeah, I said mid 50s on sleeper. Yeah, but man, I mean the people who do underdog and stuff, like, come on, let's be real. There's a lot of cuteness like going on there. And he said, still can't believe Corey and I became friends, played fag football, had some dinners. That's cool. I said, what the community did, bro. He said, for real, man, I've been a ghost. He said, okay, well, good, bro, good. Yeah, make sure you're back, man. Don't be a ghost, because, this is the dopest community around. And let's see. Luke said, just got Hampton, Devonta, Washington for Jacobs, Higgins, and Garrett Wilson, win or loss. Dude, I mean, that's so even, man. That's so even. Devonta and Higgins, I mean, very, very even. Um, Jacobs and Hampton, I mean, obviously Hampton's like the better guy there. Yeah, that's Brady. Yeah. Oh, I said Devin. That's what I meant, Brady. Levi said, "Holy easy league. If it's easy, join. These are only $10 drafts. There's a $10,000 first place prize." And bruh, he said, "You see Luther Burden update on Twitter. Expected to miss a month now. Yep, yep, yeah, month of the season, right?" And Matt said, "You're the man. I'll for sure be watching throughout the season. And not just throughout the season. Make sure you are here in the off season as well, leading up to the season. And these are $10 drafts, man. If you guys want to do something fun with one of your nights, these drafts are like an hour and a half, maybe like 2 hours at the most. Yeah, man. These are the shit. These are the shit. And there's a $10,000 first place prize. And Kevin says that Josh Allen, I see 3rd overall. Yeah, it's a super flex league where you start 2 quarterbacks. 10 Veers, that first round is a mess. Yeah? Think so? And Dan said he had 2 QB. Yeah, yeah. And what is that? Combat Carl said, how do I get in these leagues? What app is it? It's Sleeper, bro. It is on Sleeper. And all you got to do is shoot me a message, FF Hustler 420 on Sleeper. We have these drafts every single day. I try to stream as many of them live as I can. They're usually at 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, daily. Shoot me a message. And Eric said, trade Bucky and Tootin for Scat, Wandale, and White. Or trade Bucky and Jalen for Warren and Scat. I don't know, man. I really don't like. It's not moving the needle. It's not moving the needle. And one broke ass says only $10. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. $10. That is it to enter, and it's best ball. So for those who don't know, best ball you draft, and then that's it. Set it and forget it. Set it and forget it. I'm typing it in Combat Carl FF Hustler 420. JW say, stay dedicated, my guys. See your view be going up. And you already know, man. You already know. Once people find out I'm one of like the content creators who actually like plays in a bunch of leagues and like wins a lot of championships, people are gonna want to hang out because a lot of these content creators, they're just talking out the side of their neck and they're just giving I don't know, they're just giving random advice. They only playing like a league or two, it's been playing for like a couple years. Like, yeah, man. Real recognize real. Eric said, would you rather have Tootin or Jalen Warren? Tootin. A Rush, CMC or JSN at the 105? Probably CMC, man. And one broke ass. Shoot me a message on Sleeper. FF Hustler 420. FF Hustler 420. All right. Man, it's just such a weird part of the draft. I hate this. Everyone's been doing good. Tonight was supposed to be like a draft where like people fucked up and stuff. This is not the case. All right, you know what? We're gonna add some tight end premium action in here. Corey said, how many drafts tomorrow? One for sure. One for sure at 6 p.m. West Coast time, 9 p.m. Eastern. I mean, I'm gonna keep trying to do these drafts, these 8:30 drafts. Like, I mean, it was a little tough to fill up today. Um, he's got a lot of East Coasters. That's what's tough. One broke ass. How do I send messages on Sleeper? If you're on, like, get to the page where it's all the leagues on Sleeper, and then click your profile picture in the upper left, and then it should take you to the DM page, and then at the bottom you'll see that like the create new message, and then that's when you type in FF Hustler 420. And the tomorrow draft is 9 p.m. Eastern. Let me know if you want that link. You want to pay right away though, so you don't forget. There's a lot of people who join and then forget and then don't pay and then get removed from the draft. So let me know if you want me to send you that. I can send you that right now. And I guess I got to scroll this up a little bit now. Oh shit, I just got on the clock somewhere. All right. We also have slow drafts for people who are into those. For any dynasty peeps. And it's not a dynasty, it's just a slow draft. It's just most dynasty leagues are slow drafts. Oh shit. We got two peeps who just messaged me right now. Perfect. All right. So I'm gonna send you the links for tomorrow's draft and then how to pay. And like I said, there might not even be anybody in the league right now, but it will fill. So like make sure that you guys just pay tonight so you don't have to worry about it tomorrow. Cause I've had it happen more than a few times where like peeps weren't paying attention and then they like just didn't get in the didn't get to draft because of that. So and JB Dizzle or Jay Dizzle has already joined. He's from TikTok also. All right, so here goes the draft. Send it to both of you guys. And then someone asked Venmo. I can do Venmo. You guys just can't be dumb and put like fantasy football, So that's why my original Venmo got canceled, and now I finally was able to get a business. Um, was finally able to get a business account back through Venmo. All right. Oops. I think I sent the Venmo to the wrong guy. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh, we got someone else who. Okay, that was Combat Carl. Okay, perfect. And so Combat Carl, you said Zelle is good, right? Because yeah, Zelle's the best way. They don't have any. They don't have any processing fees, and so you can do Cash App. Click the square link though. I sent you. I sent you the ways to pay. You can pay through Cash App on the square link. It's $11 because it's $11 because of the processing fees. But so yeah, extra buck, but yeah, anybody who can do Venmo, you don't. Anybody who can do Zelle, you don't have to pay that extra buck. And yep, perfect. Yep, Combat Carl. Oh, there we go. I'll send you the draft for tomorrow. And then I'll put the Zelle info in there as well. Uh oh. All right, where are we going with this? We sticking with offense. And Caesar said, "Wow, how many people?" There's 12 per draft. 12 per draft. Man, 22nd round here. 22nd round. I hate how like guys that I was getting in this range, I like look and they're gone. They've been taken like 3 rounds ago. All right, let's get a couple wide receivers. And Matt said Brock over Trey, right? Yeah, but I am also still nervous, man, because Brock always gets hurt. So yeah, I mean, I would value him higher, but yeah, it's like it's tough because I just keep thinking about him getting hurt. All right, nice Combat Carl, appreciate it, bro. And yeah, let me see, you jumped in already. Let me add you. There we go. And do me a favor in the league chat, just put paid, just because it just lets other people know someone's paid, encourages other people to pay faster. And just always works best if you could do that. Do me that favor, por favor. Matt said I traded Zay plus Kraft for Brock. Wonder if I made the right move. Yeah, for sure, dude. I mean, it's a huge, huge upgrade at tight end. Now, I don't know who you have at wide receiver. I'm assuming that Zay wasn't like your top like 1 or 2, right? Like he was probably like a number 3, maybe number 4. And Combat Carl said, "How do we do the draft order?" If you go to YouTube and you go back to the beginning of the video, you can see how we do it. I use 100yardrush.com, and it's kind of like one of those simulated like 100-yard dashes, like one of those simulated horse races or whatever. Yeah, that's what I do for all of them. All right, perfect, bro, perfect. Do me a favor, just throw it in the chat on Sleeper. Just in the league chat, the 287. Just put paid. Just yeah, you'll see we do these drafts every night. Just a good habit to get into. Other people see paid, they start paying, and then it also like with you guys being first timers in these drafts, it's easier for me to be like, okay, this guy paid at this time, that's whose name this is. But I will tell you, man, this year is the first year I've been able to stream on TikTok. Like I stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, like all those places at once. But the software that I have, it doesn't allow for the TikTok sharing because it's all different. And I finally got a computer that allowed me to do that. So this year has actually been super fun with the TikTok streaming, meeting more of you guys. Cause yeah, I don't know a lot of TikTok peeps. Like as far as like people being in leagues and stuff, it's mostly like Facebook and YouTube peeps. But yeah, you guys are gonna love it because it's the most interactive community around. You know, like it's funny. Like people come in and they're like, "Hey, are you gonna do like a watch a viewer league or whatever, like a followers league?" And I'm like, "Bro, I have a league that you could join every single night. It's not just one." And I do have other leagues that I do for the new people who just met me. I do like I have some traditional leagues. You know, your single quarterback, your super flex. I even do a super flex IDP. That's on the traditional side of things. But I have like crazy leagues. Like I do the chopped leagues, those guillotine leagues on Sleeper, where it's like lowest scoring team gets eliminated every single week and their team goes back to the waivers. That's only $33. I also got vampire leagues, forced trade leagues, auction draft leagues, 3QB leagues. The 3QB leagues are super fun. That's one of my most favorite. um I think that, and I got a WWF themed league. If you guys are into like old school wrestling, it's super fun. Like we have a draft and we pick our wrestling characters, and then our wrestling characters get thrown into a Royal Rumble on WWE 2K26. And it's so fun. It's so, dude, Brown in the 24th round, bro. In the 24th round, you just picked Wicks right now. Like, dude, come on, man, come on. All right, gang, combat Carl. He said, "I seen it."
I seen him.
And Corey said, "You like Leonard Williams this season?" No, no. He doesn't get enough tackles, man. Like he gets like no tackles. So no, he'd be someone like if I had like in leagues where I don't have a good D lineman, like he could be one of my stable of like three D linemen, you know, that like kind of just gets put in a rotation. But no. And Corey, remember that fantasy football reality league that one year, dude? Those guys are such jokes, bro. Those guys are such jokes. Like they really just wanted to like make money off of TikTok because I'll randomly see that guy on fucking TikTok talking about like 90s fucking TV shows or whatever. And dude, that guy's such a chump, man. He's such a fucking chump. Man, Nick Bosa's already dealing with soreness. What the fuck? We'll get him though, because it's a 24th round. Surprised you didn't pick him, Brown, in like the 16th round or some shit. And Brown, you even here? Is he only in the? He could only be in the draft right now. Who knows if he's watching? Dude, super amateurs, bro. And Johnny said, "I think the vampire is the only one I still haven't done. I want to make sure. Let me know about the one in so be sure to let me know about the one in Vegas." Well, you joined the $100 one for Vegas, the Superflex IDP, right? That's the one we need more people in that one. That's the one, and yeah, we need more. And Johnny said, "Hustler ruined my undefeated season because of Leonard Williams 2 years ago." I love it. I love it. Or wait, what do you mean I ruined it? You mean like he didn't do good, or I beat you? I hope it was because I beat you. J. Crew. Is it JC? Which one were you? Worst second place ever. Oh yes, in the Debo League, right? Yes. It didn't. It wasn't. And Corey says, "Is that why you never flew over there for the draft?" No, remember I was like in the hospital and shit. Like before that, that's why. Because I was supposed to go to the Fantasy Football Expo that year. Like I was gonna go to the fantasy. It was gonna be like almost a week long trip, where I went to the Fantasy Football Expo and then I went down to New Orleans or whatever. And man, I'm so glad that like and see, and that's why shit like that happens. That's why shit like that happens. Like it happens for a reason. And who was the guy that served? I don't even know. Nobody that I knew. Giants. Yeah, I was. Oh, it was in the 20. I was 16. No, you upset me in the chip. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Leonard Williams had 3 sacks and 8 solos. Yeah, it was not the Debo. Yeah, and which one was that? Yeah, 2 years ago. See, I'm glad that you remember stuff like that. See, I'm in so many that like I remember the win, but I don't remember the why. But dude, Leonard Williams, 3 sacks. That's why that's why I loved him so much last year. Said the Debo League this year is my revenge, dude. He ruined it by beating me during the season. And then at the end too. Yeah. That really hurt me. Dude, tomorrow's league is going to be highly sought after because people love. I mean, we do so many of these that like the guys who are in a shitload of these, we love it when there's new people in because it always changes shit up and it makes it so much more fun. Hey, Smokey the Cat, what up, bro? Did you keep Pickens in the 6th or Olave in the 8th? That's tough, man, but I think I'm keeping Olave in the 8th. I mean, Pickens and Olave pretty similar to me in value. So if you get 2 extra rounds because of Olave, I think so. I think that's what I'm doing. And Brady Burton expecting to miss a month. Yeah, man. 4 to 8 weeks. And yeah, that's 4 to 8 weeks from now. And Cali Jam said AR in the top 25 because we're moving on up to the top. What? I know. Frizzil, bro, he's like third string. Like, I mean, I don't have Daniel Jones in here, but like, why wouldn't you pick Riley Leonard if you have Daniel Jones? It ain't gonna be AR. No, man, dude, he's already like third string on there. Like Riley Leonard, it like, dude. Anthony Richardson specifically to me is like he's one of the guys who I've been telling since the day before forever, don't fall for the hype. And like how many years are we going on with this guy? Like how many years has he been in the NFL? This is going on his 4th year, man. This is going on his 4th year. Yeah, third string on the chart, but first string in my heart. Bro, why do you love him so much? Are you a Florida guy? Lou, what up, bro? Are you a Florida guy? Is that why Brazil? Fuck, how many IDP guys do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna go Jesse Bates, Dallas Turner. Let's get it. And Brady, what are some of the players that have risen for you lately? There's some players that have risen for me lately. Montgomery, Bucky. Just looking at the board and kind of scanning. BTJ. Tyler Algier. Kittle and Kelsey. There's a few kind of like mid-range peeps. And Tyler got the number one pick in another league. Do I go Chase over the RBs? Well, I mean, do you start three wide receivers? That's kind of like the only reason I think that I would go Chase. I mean, what other? Is there any kind of rules or like bonuses or anything that makes like you want to be taking Chase over Bijan or Gibbs? Because I feel like I'm just taking Bijan or Gibbs, and I'm leaning Bijan. But and anybody can go either way. Just like the wide receiver is better. I mean, here's the thing: you're definitely not going to get a guy like Chase in the second round. You're definitely not going to get a guy like Bijan or Gibbs, in the second round. I like you got to know your league and you got to know how RB heavy do you think they're going to go? Is it 10 man? Is it 12 man? That also makes a difference. But I feel like there's a bigger crop of better wide receivers in like the third and the fourth round than like there are running backs. 10 man. If you know that they're not going to take like 20 running backs somehow, like damn near every pick be a running back, getting Chase is fine at the number one in a 10 man. You got to wait, 18 picks or whatever before it gets back to you. The running backs are going to fall off for sure, and you're probably going to have to go running back, you know. But, like, yeah, you ain't getting anybody of the Chase caliber at, you know, at that pick. So, I mean, I'm not mad at it. I really think that Bijan, Gibbs, and Chase, like, could be the top three in any order, any league style. Ian said, rate my 10 man. Caleb, Kenneth, Hampton, Chase, Zay, Colston, Tootin. I like it. I mean, that's like I'd say, I mean, I don't give anybody A's. It has to like completely jump off the chart for me to even think the A range. I mean, this to me, it seems like a solid B. It seems obviously a lot of potential, but a solid B, I feel. And Bennett, what up? First two picks for the 109 12 man. I mean, someone asked me earlier if they could get like they said that JT was there at the 109. So it's like it's kind of tough for me to just say like in a blanket who the first two picks are going to be. But I would say I'm leaning running back with those two first picks. Yeah. Mocking Cook and Saquon. Yeah, I mean if it's a choice of the two, I'm going Saquon. That's the tough thing about mocks though, man. It's like a lot of people do things on mocks that like they would never do in real money leagues. That's what's tough, man. Oh, first and second, yeah. See, what's crazy is like I picked Cook over Saquon. I mean, I picked Saquon over Cook. So like, who else is available? Like in that spot, is Hampton still available? Chase Brown like still available? Not saying like Hampton. I mean, yeah, if he's there, like take him like in the first. But guy like Chase Brown, maybe take Saquon and then Chase Brown. Yeah, I'm definitely fading Cook a little bit this year. Not that I wouldn't pick him, but yeah, I feel like I just don't want to take him like where you have to get him, especially like over like Saquon. I just feel there's gonna be a big bounce back for Saquon this year. Yeah, and the thing about the Bills is they always got the targets on their back. Johnny said because of these drafts, I have the ADP memorized and have a leg up on all my redrafts. Yeah, for sure, and especially if you like if you know a little bit of your competition, like the managers, if you know them like at all, just it makes it easier for you to be like, oh, you know what, I could probably take this guy right here and still maybe get this guy. All right, let's go, Noel. All right, but yeah, even just knowing knowing the ADP like the back of your hand definitely makes a difference. All right. We're not too far off here. This draft's been going for an hour and a half. We are almost done. Got like 5 rounds left to go. Johnny said the guy with the 101 in my home league already declared he's taking CMC. I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. Especially like if you're playing in leagues with guys that only play in 1 or 2 leagues, those guys are gonna go after their guys. It does they don't give a shit about ADP. Like it doesn't matter if Bijan or Gibbs, is like on paper going to be better because like guess what? CMC, like dude, if CMC's healthy, he could still be the number one. Curtis, no, this is not a mock. This is a $10 best ball redraft league. It's a super flex league with IDP. You're not looking at the top of the draft though, just an FYI. It's 35 rounds, so I don't even know what the top round is. Somewhere in the teens still. And Johnny said, just finished up my draft. Drafted Hampton over Genty. Do you like that? Yeah. I'd draft Hampton over Genty for sure. And Curtis says it sounds painful. No, I mean, it's not. Once you do it a couple times, but I mean, if you're only used to like, the 13 to 15 rounds, start 7, like, yeah, this is going to be like really tough for you, the very first one. But second one's a lot easier, just like drinking. Second one always goes down easier. And one broke ass said 35 rounds. Yeah, dude, yeah. I didn't know if this is your first time like ever seeing it or not, but yeah, 35 rounds usually takes about an hour and a half. I mean, we started this one an hour and a half ago, and we got a couple rounds left. And $10 buy-in, $10,000 first place prize for the tournament. And top 100 teams are getting paid out in week 17. You have to be in the top 4 divisions to make it to the tournament playoffs. And then from there, the top 50% scoring teams move from week 15 to 16. And then from week 16 to 17, top 50% move on. And then it's down to the top 100. And Curtis said I got Bijan first and Brown over Hampton second. Chase Brown? Who we talking about? Chase Brown? And Zach said, why show the board if we can't see the names? Well, I mean, people could see the names. If you are looking for someone specific, you screenshot it, you zoom in. But would it be better to just have a blank screen? Would it be better to only show half of the board? Because I feel like there's no right way for this. If you're on YouTube, I mean, you can see it way better, but, it's like just a vertical on the phone, so. Yeah, and then so there is, yeah, thanks, Cali Jam. Yeah, so there's 10 offensive starters. Got the super flex in there, so everyone's going to be starting 2 quarterbacks unless you don't, draft accordingly. And then we have 5 IDP starters. So there's 15 starters and then there's 20 bench spots. Last year, we had the exact same setup for offense, but we only had 15 bench spots. And I just felt like because of the injuries and bye weeks and stuff, like it'd be better to add 5 more rounds. And we don't know how it's going to play out, but I feel like it's better. 35 is better than 30 because there's no ads, there's no drops, there's no trades. Well, you could drop players, but there's no reason to drop players because you can't add anybody. He said, so I got to draft 35 players. Yes, sir. I mean, the way that I do it is I usually draft like 10 to 12 defensive guys. So that would be 20 to 18 to 20 offensive guys per draft. Or no. No, it would either be 25 offensive guys, 23 to 25 offensive guys. And it's 2.0 PPR, and that's to kind of counterbalance with the IDP scoring. I mean, it's the same for everybody, so like just think of it as 1.0. Like it doesn't change anything being 2 instead of 1. It just inflates it a little bit. I mean, it inflates it a bunch, but it inflates it a bunch for everybody. And the tight ends get 2.5 per reception. So it is tight end premium. It's an extra half a point for the tight ends, but you don't have to start a tight end. So that's why some people may not even draft a tight end. There's been drafts that I didn't draft any tight ends. And Johnny said, thanks, bro. Also traded Pickens and Tate for Nico and DJ Moore. What do you think? I mean, I feel like I want Nico more than Pickens, and I want DJ Moore more than Tate. So like in redraft leagues, so like I like it. That's the only way that I would do a trade like that, is if I want both players more than the 2 players that I trade away. If I'm like losing on one player and winning on the other, I don't like doing that. Where for sure, like, okay, I'm trading these 2 wide receivers, and like this wide receiver is better than this one, but like this one's way worse, than this one. I don't like doing those ones. I just don't like it. Curtis said, who was your first pick? I took Bijan at number 1. And is it Kim Kime? Do you like triple RB at the 101 in a 10-man? I'm not mad at it, but like in a 10-man, like if you go triple RB, your wide receivers are just gonna be like in a different tier, and you're just not gonna like it. Like when it gets back to you, you're not gonna like it in the 4th and 5th. Like you'll be able to get like okay guys, but you're not gonna like it though. Like leaving the draft. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, we got 9 defensive guys. Let's get one more right now. Let's see what kind of offensive guys can I get here. We'll get Arroyo. And thanks for the follow, Johnny, on TikTok. And yes, I got you, bro. Drop a follow. You the man. You the man. And where did Michael ask about a vampire league? Why am I like not seeing that? It seems like someone responded to them. Curtis said, who wins the trade if it's Hampton for Chase Brown? I mean, dude, literally, like if you go Hampton for Chase Brown, I feel like Hampton wins, but like that's just winning on paper because people value Hampton higher than Chase Brown right now. But like whoever's going to win is whoever stays healthier. And one broke ass said, I got to draft defensive guys too. I don't know that many defensive guys. Dude, so what you could do just to bone up a little bit, if you go to my YouTube channel, I'll drop the link in right now. If you go to the YouTube channel, I have like so many live drafts on here. Like, dude, I mean, there's over 100, but like you can literally just like check out a couple drafts and just like look at who people are drafting in the teen rounds, look at the names that are going there. There you go. And I put the link in there for you on TikTok. And Curtis said both have wet napkins for O-lines. Well, I mean, the Chargers is a lot better. They just got to stay healthy. They keep getting hurt. Michael said, he said, pick, no trades, free agent, etc. Vampire can use anyone left over to set the team. Yeah. That's what, yeah. Oh, and you were responding to that other guy. When did the vampire even get brought up? I mean, I know I brought it up earlier, but I didn't see any comments of you talking about it. Johnny said, battle on the 31st is my favorite ADP bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. The DBs, man, it's like it gets pretty blah sometimes, man, with like how they score. And Curtis said, ripping while drafting's diabolical. You know what's funny? It's just a regular ass Sunday, bro. It's just how I'm living, man. So anybody who's a fan of the 420, he definitely found the right spot. St. Christian, is it on Underdog? No, I'm in Vegas. I can't play on Underdog because of that. or DraftKings or any of that. So I've been hosting my own tournament on Sleeper since 2021. I started off with 10 divisions of 12 teams each, and it was $1,000 first place prize, and pretty much most just went to that prize that year. Now 6 years later, well, really 5 years later, last year's tournament, 300 divisions, $10,000 first place prize, and I felt so dope that I had a tournament that paid out a $10,000 winner. It was so fucking cool, man. It was so fucking cool. Hey, Marco from the future. What up, bro? What time is it over there for you right now? We always got an international stream when Marco's hanging around. And Giant said Battle had 112 tackles last year. He led the team. How many of those were solo, though, out of the 112? I'm curious. Because, dude, I mean, you know me, man. I love Jordan Battle. I'm gonna play his video right now. Hopefully, you guys on TikTok can hear this. It's coming in from YouTube and everywhere else. Where the hell? Let me see. Where is it? Where is it?
What's up, guys? I'd like to shout out Alex Fantasy Football Hustler and the 420 crew. I also like to let you guys know that defensive players matter too. So get into the IDP league with the Hustler so you can drive players like myself. Let them know, man. Defensive players matter, man, and we make plays just as much as the offense.
And that was before he was even a full blown starter when he was a rookie. And all right, Marco, 7 a.m. on Monday, literally in the future, bro. It's 10 p.m. for me right now. And just for peeps who don't know, Zach Bond also gave me a shout out. Check this out.
What's going on, guys? Eagles linebacker Zach Bond here to let you know, give you a little reminder that defensive players matter. Come on. Don't be scared to join an IDP league with a hustler. You know what it is. Big shout out to Alex and the 420 crew. Yeah, come on. Don't count us out, man. Join IDP league. Come on, with the hustler.
Let's go. Zach Bond the best. Yeah, Michael said I asked in a 10-man vampire. Oh, I guess I didn't hear that. Who would I be looking at? Yeah, got to be the running back there. And Christian said I won second place in the best ball in 2023. 1 million payout. I got proof. What did you do with that money? What did you do with that money? And Anthony said, show the squad. What am I showing? Show my squad. I'm the number one pick. Like scroll all the way up to the top. Christian said I picked 106. Think I did good drafting CMC, Drake London, and Ken Walker. Yeah, I mean that's solid. Here goes the squad right here. About to be back on the clock. Damn it, how many IDP guys do I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Man, it is ugly. There's not even any offensive guys that I really want to draft at this point. Fuck it, I'll go with the last two offensive guys I kind of do want to draft. Okay, yeah, Johnny said 125 tackles, 62 solo, 63 assisted. Yeah, man, see, man, it's too even of a ratio, man. The assisted tackles suck. Is it fuck yeah, free meatballs? It is. And if he has a good game, if he has anywhere close to a 10 solo tackle game, that is going to be good. I think he just has too many games that are just so blah. I think this year I'm not really going hard on the DBs. I'm not. I mean, there's a few, but it's the ones who get big time interceptions, I know any DB could get interceptions, but and of course said your best bet for learning defensive players signing up for Patreon for services. Yeah, for sure. Thanks Corey. That's what I should have said. So dude, one broke ass on Twitch. Go to 420 crew. .com. You can go see rankings and stuff like that, and it's just, yeah, it's definitely going to be the best for learning defensive players before the season starts, and then also like knowing what to do with those defensive players during the season. And what about Taylor Rapp? Nah, I mean Taylor Rapp, yeah, he's a little bit long in the tooth now, man. He's okay for the tackles, but yeah, it's not super fantasy relevant. Maybe in Dynasty. And the Schmitty, what up? So I'm going Fred Warner, T.J. Watt, Brian Branch. I like it. I like it. Oh man, Krabby Patty said this got to be rage bait. No, it's not. It's a 2 quarterback league. I know a lot of TikTok peeps. You guys aren't like too familiar with the 2 quarterback leagues or the super flex leagues. And Caden, Chaser Puka at the 103. I'm leading Chase. Yeah, Rap made me the video. Yeah, that was back. I mean, that was during COVID. Yeah, look at that.
Hey, what's up? This is Taylor Rapp, and you are listening to the IDP Expert Fantasy Football Hustler.
You could tell it was during COVID. He's like, got the mask. And Krabby said no Dak. Where'd Dak go? Dak went at the 4-3. So no, not for me. No. I went Hurts and T-Law. All right. No grades tonight. Once we get done with the draft, I'm hopping off. Got some in and out waiting for me. So if there's any questions, get them in now. And if you haven't followed yet, wherever you're watching, make sure you hit the follow. I go live for these drafts all the time. It's usually at 9 p.m. Eastern time. During the season, I'll be live a bunch doing Q&As and stuff like that. But I got drafts going all the time. Even during the season, we got $20 weekly drafts. Yeah, I think this year going to expand the bench in those weekly drafts. Nice. Of course, that had In and Out tonight as well. And I know you're in Cali right now. Do they have In and Out in Arizona? They do, right? Crispy said, I'm going for the bait. What up, Brown? I was talking shit about you earlier. Multiple picks. And then I got Bosa, and I was also like, yeah, I got him in the 24th round, Brown. Okay. Okay, cool. I mean, I haven't been to Arizona in forever, but I mean, dude, they got them in places. They got them in places like Tennessee and shit. Like they better have them like there. And Brazil said I had Whataburger tonight. Man, you know what? There's so much beef between Whataburger and In and Out when it comes to people that it makes me not like Whataburger, and I don't even like. I've never even had it. I've never even had it. So I'll take the Week 10 loss. So many Eagles, Chicago, Tampa Bay. I mean, both of my 2 starters for the QBs, they got the same bye week. I didn't pay attention to that. Yeah, it's saw you take it in the 24th round, bro. 24th round. See, when I said you don't have to take them in the 16th round, come on, man. I don't want people inflating the value if they don't have to. Like, I only took him because of you. I only took him because of you too. I never started drafting him until then. And now I'm like, if I can just get him at a good price, I'm only going to do it just so I can be like, look at where I got him, Brown. See, I told you. So funny. So funny. And Frizzell said, yeah, said Haynes King, the new starting quarterback, RIB Bryce Young. Oh man, it's so funny how people, I mean, I know it's definitely the narrative on social media. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. All right, I think we're just going IDP with these last two. Holy, Cody Simon's still there. Nice. Crispy didn't steal him in the 25th round. Boom. All right. Maddox said, this might sound crazy, but what I'm about to say, no one believes me. Well, tell me, man. Dude, you got me on hanging on pins and needles now, man. Schmitty said, I like both. In and out is better. Okay, see, I mean, like I said, it's the people who make, like, it's not even Whataburger, because I've just never even eaten there. I'm a fucking West Coast kid, man. Like, dude, California and like now Las Vegas. That's as far east as I've gone, for the most part. And they do have Whataburger in Vegas, but it's on the strip, so I'm not going to the strip for it. Marco said had Whataburger when I was in Florida, was good. Yeah. I'm sure depending on where you go, it is. And Brown TJ Edwards, 14, dude came from the 20s down so fast. Yeah, well, I mean, no, not so fast. And dude, it's really because I've always valued him high. Like, I mean, I think people know by now that I like him, I've always valued him high. And it's really just like I have to take him higher when there's crazy IDP runs. And Corey said, what round is Wick's value truly? That's in the eye of the beholder, man. Because, like, I get him in, like, the 28th through the 31st round on the regular, but then there'll be, like, random drafts where it's like Brown will be like, I bet Hustler's going to get him. I'm just going to get him a couple rounds higher. And I think that's what it is, Like, I know I influenced the ADP a little bit, but, like, I even said it going into this draft. Me, Cali Jam, Laylo, K2 Pins, Brown, Crispy. Dude, that's 6 guys that are in over 100 drafts. All of us affect the ADP in a certain, to some certain capacity. And I can't even see the username, but how are you feeling about Bucky this year? Well, I said he's one of the guys who I've kind of like risen a little bit lately. And Maddox said, so I had my 32-man fantasy draft today. I was able to get Cup in the 11th round. No, well, see, I don't find that crazy because I actually play in a 32-man league. Like, we're drafting in our 32-man league now. And, like, the reason why I don't think that's crazy, I mean, the 11th round, but yeah, if you 32 times 10 is 320. So literally when you're done with the 10th, you're already over 300 players, so I totally understand that. But like my 32-man league, we start 5 offense and 4 IDP. How's that for crazy, bro? We got 9 starters in we got 9 starters in my league. And yeah, peace out, guys. I'm getting ready to shut her down right now. Yeah, Darren, what up, bro? Thanks for coming in. He said, I killed. I got all the receivers, both the QBs. Hell yeah. But yeah, dude, Maddox, this is the spot, man. This is the spot for guys like you who don't play in just the regular, style leagues, man. Real savages around here. You're amongst good company. All right, last ball. Then we're getting out of here. The secret for In and Out, if you guys don't know, is to get everything in a box with a lid. Box with a lid. Because the reason why the fries go bad, not go bad, but like, start turning into, they start getting hard or whatever. It's because the moisture is all let out. But if you get in the box with the lid, the moisture stays in. And yeah, Cali Jam, everybody's skyrocketed. Yeah, for sure. For peeps that have been drafting since February and March, everybody's skyrocketed. Got snubbed with Goddard. And dude, Darren, you're the man. You know what? We're gonna do a dab for you before we get out of here. You're the man, Darren. Darren's someone I've known since we were fucking kids, man. Like, Darren, you're the man. Cause like out of everybody who's been like someone that I've known before like this, you're definitely involved in the most shit, so I appreciate that. Because like, dude, you're on Patreon, you're always in the leagues, you're doing the best ball all the time, like, dude, out of people that I would say were my my friends, quote unquote, my real friends or whatever, like before like social media, you're definitely supporting more than like anybody else, so I appreciate you, bro. We're going to do a fat dab right now. Maddox said we made no quarterback super flex. Exactly. We did the same. Because, like, everybody would get screwed for 1 week, you know? And while I guess it's fair that everybody would get screwed for 1 week, it would suck if you never played somebody who had a quarterback on a bye. That's where it wouldn't be fair. So yeah, we did the exact same thing, or I did the exact same thing. And you can only roster one quarterback at a time. Everybody's so quick to, like, if anybody adds a quarterback, yes, Mason, it is super flex. Props to you for knowing about super flex leagues, because there's so many people on TikTok, I swear it's like they only play in the single quarterback leagues and they don't even know that super flex and 2 quarterback leagues exist. So I always give an extra hat tip to people who know. And extra hat tip to a guy like Maddox, who plays in a 32-man league amongst the real degenerates. I like it. That's what I'm talking about. I like meeting the degenerates. The degenerates aren't the content creators, man. And it kind of makes me sad that so many content creators are just like hella lame, man. It really does. And Max says someone took 3 defenses and now trading them away. Oh, man. I definitely wouldn't do team defense. Like, that's, I mean, I get it. That's why we do IDP, man. That's why we do IDP. So much better. And Darren said, that's love. You the man, bro. You the man. And it ain't no lie. It ain't no lie. I mean, there's, guys like Zoo Crew and Chipoka Waka Zach. Like, they're definitely, like, in some leagues and stuff. But you're in a shitload of leagues. And, like, you're in a lot of the best balls. And, you're on Patreon showing love there. And, like, it's crazy because, like, there's so many people who they're like, oh man, like I couldn't get like my friends or family to like, do whatever, I'm talking about always selling some shit. Like, dude, there's literally like it's like you and like a couple other people who I've known before social media that support like the business, just whether you get any benefit from it or not, that doesn't even matter because it doesn't. But you do get, you definitely get, but people definitely get benefits from supporting me. So you're the fucking man, Darren. You the man. And Broken said, good evening. I was wondering if you rate redraft teams. Yeah, just make sure you put how many teams in the league. And you made it just in time because I'm about to sign off here soon. So throw it in here. Throw it in the chat. And Brown said, I wish AK was here. You don't see Caleb. You don't see Caleb with the first pick. Yeah. And Marco said, of your special league, the Kickers Only Dynasty League. Yeah, but you can't be telling people about that, man. We got to keep that one a secret. And the Schmitty said, Superflex 2 quarterback league with defensive players. You know it, bro. It's how we roll. It's how we roll. I host offensive leagues, but I love playing in Superflex IDP. So you told you would not work for anyone else and you're doing it? Yeah. There was times when I contemplated getting a job during the off season when money wasn't rolling. But dude, I got one of those cash advances from a credit card. Took out $4,000. I was like, this is gonna help me get over 3 months, and fuck it, I'll just pay it back. And I did. Paid it back in full after I think like 2.5 years. It took a while. And see, I don't have any student loans or anything like that. Like, that's what I consider like some of this shit. Like, that $4,000. I mean, it was on a credit card and I paid like an insane amount of interest, I'm sure. But can write off the interest. Yeah, last year was huge. I paid off a bunch of credit cards last year. That was huge. I mean, last year was the first year that I was strong in the green. Year before that, I was in the green, but not strong in the green. And shout out to the follow on TikTok. We got a question on YouTube. I'm gonna answer the few the few on TikTok and then I'm out. Broken 14 teamer. Okay. Uh whew. Hold on. Running out of air. Dak and Kyler, Hampton, James Cook, Brooks and Tracy, Devonta Smith, Igbuka, Burden, Downs, Lemon, Joanna Man Johnson. I mean, it's a 14 teamer, so yeah, if you came in with some super insane like team, I probably wouldn't even believe it was a 14 teamer, anyways. I mean, really strong with Hampton and Cook in a 14 teamer. I mean, this probably had to be your first two picks, right? And the next two picks after that were probably Smith and Igbuka. So I feel like you started off like the right way. Dak solid, like solid enough for sure. Juwanna Man Johnson, man. I mean, that definitely brings the score down. I feel like I'm gonna give it a B. I don't know exactly how many of these are like starters. It's for a 14 teamer. I mean, it's fringing with a B plus, but I would say a guy like Juwanna Man definitely brings it down. Brings it down a scotch. I'm not even grading based. Oh wait, I didn't even see Pitts. Okay, so never mind. No, it probably is a B plus with Pitts in there. Yeah, probably is a B plus with Pitts in there. I didn't even look at the next line. Yeah, I'd say a B plus for a 14 teamer. Wow. All right. Cali Jam, what's next? Long snappers only. Right. Henderson for Price. I'd probably want to get Henderson. All right, let's see. TikTok questions for Zill. For the single QB redraft, we notify this when they become open. Well, you're in one right now, right? The one from last year, you're in that one already, right? I got to work on filling it. It's because we're still like 4 weeks away from the season right now. So like, I mean, people are antsy, but like not so much like as well, and I feel like people like there's so many people doing free leagues and shit like that, but like I'm trying to find the right people to get in. I know we'll find it. And Maddox drafted my that college football team a couple days ago. Cool. I'm just not into college football at all. User 547. I have Bijan and Puka as my keepers. What positions should I look for in the draft? Running back, wide receiver, quarterback. I mean, if it's a single quarterback league, I'm not even looking at quarterback until the 10th round. So I'm not worried about that. But I would be looking running back first out of this because I'm sure all the top 12 guys are going to be kept, right? Like, I mean, with everyone keeping 2 players, I'm sure the top 10, 12 running backs are gone. Got to be the same with the wide receivers. So, yeah, I'd be looking running back first. Hopefully you know who's being kept like before the draft, and then you can kind of plan accordingly. And BMT, should I trade CD for AJ and Swift? Nah. I don't want to do trades like that right now. Like, you want to be the one where you're trading 2 depth players for an elite player. Like, that's what you want to do. Like, if you're going to do that, like, I think right now is like the worst time to trade. Join another draft. Like, don't just start trading because you're bored. Like, join another league, join another draft. Like, trust me, when you trade out of boredom, it's going to fuck up your whole team. It's going to. Trust me. I see it happen time and time again. And Frazil say you do auction leagues too, bro. Yes, does a bear shit in the woods. So I host 2 auction leagues per year. One is a super flex offense only, and the other one is a super flex with IDP, and both $55. And those drafts always happen like kind of like late in the off season, so like they'll for sure be happening in September. I don't know when, but we got to fill them up. I know both of them are probably about half full right now. And because it's like 4 weeks away still, like I haven't even really like started like promoting it or sharing it or anything like that. That's like another thing. It's like I have to be selective on what I can share because like I want to share every league with everybody, but I also don't want to turn everybody off. I'm inviting them to like 20 leagues at the same exact time. Corey said, "When's the next rankings on Patreon?" During the week, I'm going to be doing a bunch. I mean during the week is going to be the money time for that. Like it's so hard to do it on the weekends because of all the best ball drafts. I mean, dude, we had um like just Friday through Sunday, we had three. We had 7 drafts just since from Friday to today. So like that kept me like so busy throughout the weekend. And Chris said, I don't usually do running backs for running backs, but I think I'm going to take this offer. You're going to get it. You're going to get Henderson. Yeah, I mean it very equal in value for sure because like so many people are so down on Henderson, but I feel like in best ball I'm higher than him in like in real draft and in where you have to start him in like a dynasty or whatever, but I'd probably ask for something on top of it, like honestly, even if it was a third rounder, if it's super flex IDP, maybe a third and a fifth or something like that, because everybody is all over prices nuts right now. And Frazil said, "When do you usually cut off date for the best ball leagues, bro? There is no cutoff date. The goal is to have more than 4 drafts on that very last Thursday, so that the Thursday, the start of the season." I try to do a morning draft, and then we try to fill up as many drafts as we can at 5 p.m. Eastern time because that's going to give us enough time. Even if the drafts took 2 hours, they would still be like there would still be time before the game start. We just got to finish before the game starts. So no, this is literally going like all the way through the first day of the season. And yeah, the goal again to have like 10 of these drafts or something on that very 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 last day, which is the first day of the season. And BMT his neighbor is worth starting early. Yeah, for sure, as long as he's not hurt. And Nick said, "Who you taking at 9-1 in Dynasty? Wandale, Omar Cooper, RJ Harvey, or Baker Mayfield?" If you don't have any other quarterback, Baker. But I wouldn't. I don't want to do Cooper there. So it would either be. I mean, if you don't have a quarterback, I'm taking Baker there. Just it's good. And Crispy said, "What about Coleman too?" I mean, that would probably be worth it. I think, yeah, instead of the pick. But it might be too much for him too at the same time. Yeah, so I'm saying Baker for Nick. I'm saying Baker. Oh, he said I want Baker. Oh, I went Baker already, but I have Lamar. Oh. Lamar and Daniels and Superflex. No, dude, Superflex and Baker in the ninth. Like, nah, dude, I would do that. Because, like, to lock down your third, I mean, dude, very important in Dynasty to have a third quarterback in the Superflex leagues. And King James, who'd you take? Third pick, 2 quarterback, 6-point passing. Um, man, I mean, it's hard not to take Josh Allen there. I mean, it's either Josh Allen or Chase, and like, yeah, 6-point passing. Because like a lot of people who even have the 2 quarterback leagues, if it's 4-point passing, I'm almost not worried about it. Like, I still don't even care about getting a quarterback right away. But like, yeah, man, you're talking about 6-point passing, and Josh Allen's gonna like throw for however many touchdowns he's gonna throw. Like, that's gonna be way more than Chase, would get or Puka would get. I'm assuming the 2 running backs are already gone. Carson, what did you do for your first 3-round picks for a 6 pick? Man, that's so tough, man. Like it really depends on the water. Like you got to be water when it comes to stuff like that. Like I'd for sure be going running back. I'd probably be going running back, wide receiver, running back is how I'd be doing it. Jordan said Kyle Pitts fell past the 101. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And Alex G, what do you think about my team? QB, Dak, and Darnold is super flex. Cook, Derrick Henry, Montgomery. Wide receivers, Higgins, Smith, Conception. Dubs, QJ, Tucker, tight end, Fanning, Henry, Kincaid. So how many teams is in the league? I mean, super solid. Super solid. Let me know real quick because I'm about to get out of here. And any other questions, feel free leave them in now. TikTok peeps, if you have not followed, hit the follow button. Okay, I will be the guy who is going to help you. I'll be the guy who's going to help you throughout the entire season. All right, and I gotta go. I gotta shut it off. I didn't even realize how long I've been going. I gotta go get this in and out. Said yes, Superflex. Yeah, man, real solid. I mean, yeah. Oh man, Lucas said who took Josh Allen at 102 at 103. It's a 2 quarterback league, dude. It's a 2 quarterback league. All right, there we go. Appreciate you guys for coming through, shutting everything down. TikTok first. Catch you guys later. And then everybody on YouTube, Facebook. We got more drafts tomorrow. Appreciate you guys for jumping in. And yes, we'll see you guys later. Peace.